Oh, the example I meant to tell you. What group is 13% of the population, however, causes, what's the number, 50 or 60% of all violent crimes in this country? A group that shall remain unnamed, but even people within that group talk about this ridiculous fact that you can't say this. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. And it's not that same people group. I'm using them as an example, these guys who are 13% of the population and cause 50% of the crime. And you're not allowed to talk about that, apparently. I don't know if this video is going to survive. But so that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. You can't talk about that. Why do you think it has been designed this way, that you can't talk about anything? You can't talk about race. You'll get called racist. You'll get called a Nazi. You'll get called a fascist, blah, blah, blah. Why do you think that is? Who designed it this way? Why do people not talk about National Socialism? Instead, they think that Hitler was a fascist, which he was not. Then why possibly use the wrong term? Everyone knows the name of his ideology. Then why use a name of a different ideology? Why is that? It's not fascism. You know that, right? Do you know that? His party was not fascist. That was not what their party was. Fascist was Mussolini. Oh, and it wasn't like Mussolini was the big boss. Pretty much, he was the big boss. So why would they use a term unrelated to National Socialism? National Socialism. National, the racism thing, okay? You're not allowed to speak truthfully, okay? This is what they've been designing over all these years. That's why we have all gone through this cognitive dissonance program that one Russian whistleblower guy, can't think of his name, but in the 80s, he did these videos telling people, well, the first stage of Soviet integration with society is to brainwash the people by way of lots of tactics. One of them is to keep the people racially divided or always confused about the subject of race. And my accent is really weird, but yeah, it's that kind of thing. They worked really hard to make it so you can't talk about this topic called race. In fact, there are no races. Race doesn't exist. Like, really? Why does that guy look like, well, he looks